Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It is yet another episode of Classic Arcade Repairs. I just got this one out. This is part of that job I just started that had the super breakout that I just fixed. And then it had two night driver boards. And I might go on a night driver bender here because I've got two more boards that I could fix for another customer. While I got everything out and it's fresh in my head, maybe I will. I don't know. Anyway, this board right here, it was basically a take your pick of which one I want to fix. And since this one's already got caps and it's really clean, and this one is like a very early, almost maybe like prototype night driver board, because it's full of bodges. It's a very early version of this board. It's really clean. It's got this big ugly socket on it. This CPU came out of the other night driver board. The one that was in this board I took out and put it into Super Breakout. And the interesting thing about the CPU that I took out of here and put into Super Breakout was that it had never been removed. It was still taped down into here. And I think what I will do, as long as this CPU is good or whatever, is I'll take that CPU that I took out of here and put it back in this board, since it is the original CPU that was shipped with this board originally. Yeah, it was still taped down in there. This socket's junk. You can see it's got one really corroded pin. It's got some green fuzzy on it. These sockets suck. They're absolute junk. So they have to go. And plus I can't use the fluke with this thing. So yeah. That's the first thing I'm going to do, is replace that. But the first thing I'm going to do is let's fire it up and see what we get. And test some voltages and all that good stuff. So let me set up and get to it. Really clean. Nice clean board though. And this is all factory. And these are bipolar ROMs. Yeah, this is all factory stuff, factory bodges. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's the angle I'm going to give you. And I'll give this right there. You probably won't be able to see that. But, yeah, you're not going to be able to see. I maybe zoom in a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather you see the monitor. Alright, anyway, let me go ahead and fire this baby up. Constant noise out of the speaker. That's good. That means that works. The amp works. And you can see it gives you an error. I don't know what that means. It's probably a RAM. But let's check the voltage here. This is the voltage rail. 495 at the very back of the board. 496. That's great. And of course, it should get a little bit better as you come up here towards, 498 up at the front of the board. So voltage is really good. And we have, it's halfway there. It's garbage on the screen. It could be this socket could be the whole problem. So I'll go ahead, replace this socket, and then try it again with just the socket replaced and see what we get. Yeah, but you can see here what we're getting. It's just a error. Yeah. Alright. And yeah, by the way, this has a new regulator put in it. You can't see that because of the glare. It's a 323K. Is it authentic? Who knows? But we saw it's got a good 4.96 volts to the back, 4.98 constant. Looks good. I like the caps. This is nice, clean, super clean board. Yeah, it's awesome. So let's go ahead and replace this monster and see what we get. Nice new socket. Same bad problem. Next, I'm just going to swap CPUs. Alright, it's not the CPU. I've done the swaparooski and still the same thing. Time for the fluke. 6502 pod on. Scratch pad RAM for the CPU is 0 to 1 FF. And we got a bad RAM. It's one of these dudes right here. Which these are 2111 RAM. They are functionally similar, sort of, to a 2114 with a one different function. I forget exactly what it is, but it's a, I don't know. Anyway, you can use a 2114 if you reroute the pins. The pinout is not the same. Luckily, I have a parts board that was sent along right there. So I will grab RAM off of that and put one into here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove both of those RAM on the other board. Well, I'll just remove one. And I'm going to jump over. Actually, I can kind of do a little shortage. Let's do this. Let's loop. Okay, we're looping. I want to find out which one of these is actually the RAM for the high and low bits. And I should be able to do that by kind of messing around. There we go. See this one here? I'm shorting these here. And we're getting... See that? So when I mess with this one, it messes with that bit. This is the bad RAM right here. That dude on the outside is no good. So I'm going to remove that, put a socket in, remove the other two RAMs, and get a good RAM in there. And this thing might just flat out work after that. Would not surprise me. So yeah, let's do that. I'm in the process of heating the gun up, and it just hit me after I did this. I cut this chip out because I was like, I'm not just going to desolder that. It's no good. I proved it that it's no good. But did I prove that it's no good? What I did was, you remember it was saying 0F, meaning the higher bit was okay. The higher 4-bit chip is fine. Now, I was shorting two pins together and that higher bits were going bad, right? That could have been this chip. Because if this one was actually bad and this one was good, and I was shorting, say the addresses are shared between the two chips. What if I was shorting the address and it was showing bad over here, but this chip was actually good? I have a 50-50 chance of having cut the right chip out. This could be the bad one. It's possible. So I'm going to desolder this one. I already cut this one out and removed the pins. After I cut it off, I was like, wow, that was dumb. I mean, that could have been, this could be the bad chip. We'll find out. We'll find out which one was actually the bad chip. Hopefully this is the upper 4 bits and this is the lower 4 bits. But you just never know. So we'll just have to see when we get to it. I'm going to go ahead and desolder this one, and then I'm going to desolder both of the other two. Just in case I need to. So we'll see. All right. All good. And that is probably just in this hardware. These old Atari, the fluke is not great on these old Atari games. You'll get decoding errors and stuff. But I did test both of these. This one's good too. So I'm going to put a socket in the other board, put sockets in the other board, and just put this one back in the other board because this one's good too. So I guessed correctly. It was this one. All right. So let's put the CPU. The fluke won't even run this board. Oh yeah, it will. Yes, it will. There it is. There you go, Night Driver. Awesome. Very, very awesome. So, like I said, I'll go ahead and put the fluke up and put the CPU in this thing and give it all a good shakedown. Alright, this is the spare board. I put 2 sockets in here. I'll put this RAM in there. And I had to fix a little boo-boo that I made. I pulled the trace up. We all do it, guys. But I fixed it and beeped it out. It's fine. So I'll put this in there. This is a good RAM, so that'll go back. And yeah, we'll get the other board back up on here and check it out. Night Driver. Awesome. Okay. Oh, NEP. What does that mean? I don't even know. It's been so long since I worked on one of these. I forget what this thing is all about. Neutral, maybe? I don't know. 1 player start. Second. Third. First. Gas. Yeah. I'm gonna have to. I know this hooks up to my trackball. This is coin. Huh. Interesting. I don't know. All right. Anyway, let me look into this setup I got here. Okay, I got the trackball out. I put this thing into test. And if I move the trackball, it moves the screen. So that tells me that works. Plus my 2 LEDs flash. As they're supposed to. And then all of my buttons. And this thing whatever that is. So yeah, I think it all works out of test. And it's rolling. Alright, I'm going to try to play this as good as I can. Alright. If I grab the gas and a gear and ground them, can't do it like this. I'm going to have to put this on the tripod. Okay, let me try to get this thing situated where I can sort of do something. Wait for the tow truck, huh? Okay. First gear. The engine sounds good. I'm going to try second gear. See if I can take off in second gear. Barely. Alright, let's try it again. I think I got more than one coin in, yeah. Try gas. This is top gear, I think. If you don't have any of the gears grounded, I think it's the top gear. I think. Come on, go. I'm just no good at I can't play this like this, but I'm trying. I got up to 200. Yeah. This is tough. I don't know what this selector is all about. I think I might have to do a little research, but it's working good. Sounds are all good, gears all work, all the inputs work good. Awesome. How awesome is that? This one had most of the work already done. All I had to do was replace that socket. Had a bad RAM. And by golly, I think that's it. This thing is clean. Looks great. And it's an early version. It's really super cool. Yeah. Awesome. I'm going to do a little bit of looking into this. What is this? I don't understand what I have here. N-E-P. Novice, maybe. I don't know. Is it like the skill level? I don't know. Anyway. I'm going to end this one right here, guys. Another little video for you. Not much wrong with this one. It's just more of a interesting find. This is a really cool board. I mean, I really like this one because it's so early with all this factory bodging on it. It's really cool. Early revision. Clean. Nice. Okay. Once again, I thank you all for watching. And we'll see you all on the next Classic Arcade Repair. Bye for now.